Welcome to today's class session. I warmly welcome to everyone who is watching me on YouTube, Facebook, and the Zoom, and also on Apple Podcast as well, who are listening to me. I warmly welcome to a brand new session on spiritual principles. Uh, these spiritual principles we started a couple of weeks ago uh, in connection of the studies of the consciousness. The consciousness is a directly relevant with our life and in this world and also to this universe. So therefore, we need to have advanced intellectual and spiritual connections uh, and knowledge about the consciousness. And the study of consciousness we started a couple of months ago, I think, in the last summer, and it's still going on a weekly basis. And in this stage, like I said, we are learning 14 principles, spiritual principles. And today's topic is very important. Um, it is on how and why to choose or connect with the great gurus, spiritual leaders, and how to and why to avoid false and fake or cult leaders and gurus in a very short way. It's not detail wise, but give you enough awareness about this important topic. Mostly content I have taken from this book, The Map of the Consciousness, is written and researched by Dr. David Hawkins, who is an authority in spirituality and also in psychiatry field and industry as well. Uh, Today is a special day for all of us because I'm with the spirit of celebrating and connected with other people on Christmas. Tomorrow is Christmas here. Today is 24th of December, 2023. I wish you all people for celebrating and enjoying on this festival, this global festival, and may happy returns of the day. Uh, and my quick message for this day is to remember the spirit of Jesus and Christ. Christ, he sacrificed, he was phenomenal, undescribable spiritual leader for rest of the world, uh, who taught us about tolerance, plurality, and non-duality, and learning and living by truth. That is the message. And if there is missing element in your life, I must say you need to read and following the life of the Christ Jesus, um, which I do follow as well. So thank you very much for this message. So let's go for our today's session. Um, so people who are on Facebook and the Zoom, they can see my screen shared for enhancement of the learning because there are pictures, there are readings you can do with me. And however, if you are watching or listening only, that should also sufficient for me. The key thing is your sincerity. Um how you are dedicated to learning the knowledge and knowing the truth, or thinking or contemplating about the truth. That's more important thing. Uh, However, the audio, video, and learning environment is also important for many people. So you can also consider it. So, well, in this world, everything is look like a market for everything. Whether you are a religious or non-religious, whether you're living alone in your home, or living with family, or you're working in a company, or you are running a business, you whether you are a consumer, or you are an investor, or CEO or director or runner of the business, or in the government sector, or you are in opposition or in parliament, wherever you are, you basically part of our economic system. You part of our market. You part of a global or a national um, economy, which everything is connected with everything, and it impact on your life eventually, whether it's a positive impact or the negative impact. Um, so, and with this life, we sometimes needs guidance, sometimes needs inspiration, motivation, and we connect a lot of people. Uh, and that depends on your luck and your ability to find the great people. However, in this market, we uh, sometime or most of the time also, you connect with the wrong people, and these wrong people ruin your life. I'm not saying they're doing deliberately ruining your life or misguiding you, or you misunderstood them. I'm saying it is more important because you were not consciously aware about why and how to identify these great people. And you unfortunately connect with wrong and false people, with false gurus who meant to take you towards the path of truth. However, they take you, or you get wrong inspiration to go on a path of failure or mediocre life, or a very unrest life. So, this episode will help you to find or identify the wrong gurus, so that you can be alert, and you always connect to find the great people. But remember always, the truth is not there outside of yourself. The truth or quest to know the truth and living a peaceful life is your inside job of your heart, of your uh, insight. Okay, you need to think and have a glimpse within yourself. Okay, how much sincerity you have, how much time and very pure energy you can give yourself, that will give you the chances to meet the right people. Okay, you cannot blame outside. Okay, you should not blame outside that, oh my, I was misguided by that guru or that person. I was following that organization, or for living spiritually, or or doing some wrong actions in my life and making wrong decisions, and I did not focus on my personal development in a truly way, or I couldn't focus on my career, or on my spirit of being an entrepreneur, or blah blah blah. So you cannot blame others. Okay, it was your decision because of your ignorance, because of your poor judgment, because of your own egoic mind trapped you to connect with victimized channels in form of wrong gurus, false gurus. Okay. However, whenever you realize that you are not connected with the right people, you have to exit very, very swiftly and safely, and find the right people. Okay. If you can't find right people, you do not have a right and responsibility to connect with the wrong or false people. It is your responsibility to connect with the right people. And that is the most important thing which you can learn. We know through social media and the mainstream media, a lot of documentaries and a lot of books have been written on wrong uh, choices of the people when they follow cult leaders, when they did follow wrong gurus in politics, in economy, in media, and in religion, in spirituality as well. So these wrong people are everywhere. You have to be very, very uh, self-aware and consciously aware. That's why the spirituality is so important, because spirituality gives you the awareness. Spirituality gives you the right uh, inspiration to connect with the right people. Okay, no matter you have to live alone, uh, but this aloneness is good for you. Okay, this aloneness is not for because of depression or anxiety. Uh, but this aloneness is basically pushing you to find, to connect with truth. Okay, so this feel this aloneness is a blessing for you until you find the right people. Okay, so let's go and try to read couple of things about false guru, what Dr. David Hawkins is saying to you in the book. And yeah, let's see how we can go further. So I'm going to uh, read a couple of paragraphs, and then we will try to understand what does it mean by and how to avoid the false guru. So Dr. David Hawkins is saying in the book Map of Consciousness, he says, this cannot be overemphasized. The naive spiritual initiate is easily swayed by trappings and reputations of spiritual figures and the charisma of those who have many followers. Without the spiritual awareness of advanced states of consciousness, the spiritual seeker has no means of guidance, and popularity cloud judgments. Yeah, that's a big thing doctor is saying. What does it mean? What I can help you to understand this? This means that no matter you find or you saw, you observe a very well spoken guru in your religion, in your it could be Christian, could be Hindu, Buddhist, yogi, Sufi. They could be have any other spiritual uh, religions on this back. And for example, you are impressed by them, him or her. That charisma did connect with you, okay? And mostly people they chose or they connect with because of the large following they have. And when you go physically in their procession, in their ceremonies where they are addressing with the common people, they usually are in thousands, okay? And even 0.123 millions, and some gatherings are much more bigger as well. So when we go and psychologically we become trapped of that false guru, because uh, my egoic mind, when I am in that type of gathering of millions of thousands of people, that why all people are connected with that particular person. There must be something uh, good, definitely, and that person who have some miraculous feature as well. So that cannot be false. So no, yeah. So I have to follow him or her. Yeah, and uh, and then you connect it. So you are basically impressed by a large number of large, a big audience, especially on social media. If you go to their YouTube channel or Facebook pages, their subscriber uh, are in millions. Okay, and then you become convinced and you become connect with them and you start to follow. Okay, uh, but remember, not all these people are bad or good or false. Okay, but most important thing, doctor is saying, without the spiritual awareness of advanced states of consciousness, okay, a spiritual seeker, which is you, has no means of guidance, okay, uh, or you can, I mean, without advanced stages of consciousness, um, you should not judge the cloud popular people. It means millions of followers, guru. So you must have a higher stage of consciousness, and you know that the consciousness higher stage. David Hawkins basically has written one of the miraculous research on in this book, which is my favorite and favorite of millions. Basically, main theme of the book is about the ranks and the hierarchy of consciousness, stages of consciousness. I'm just finding it. Where is that? It was um, it should be on the, I think it's on the beginning, probably. Yeah, this one. So if see this, the map of the consciousness, and that has all the lowest consciousness start from guilt, okay, guilt, sorrow, apathy, depression, anxiety, and when you become and come on courage uh, and willingness, and there you start to change your life, and then you go to higher consciousness. So basically, this is the map how you uh, you go from lower consciousness to next stage, then next stage, then next stage, then next stage, until you achieve peace, until you are at state of enlightenment, um, uh, and wisdom and love. That these are the stages. And in that states of consciousness, you whatever the people you will choose, they must have a worth. But because we 90% people of our world are on a lower consciousness, we have a very poor uh, victim. We become a victim of ego, and we're living a egoic life. We're living a life based on our pain and suffering, okay? And we do not have any guideline from our schools, our college, our career, our government, our countries. So that's why we just um, like a wind, and we are flying with the wind of the society, wherever this wind take us. However, when we are on higher consciousness, then we have a courage to block that wind, and that wind will not take anywhere. However, that wind will uh, bypass you, and you will make your own way to go to the higher consciousness states, and where and that these higher stages, which are love, wisdom, peace, um, uh, enlightenment, so joyfulness. So these are the higher stages where you really wants to live. And the feelings is exactly like you are addicted with them. It's exact like when the people they are addict of lust, they are addict of drugs, they are addict of money. The same addiction or with a higher intensity, they connect with the great things. But I will not say they are now addict, because addict is always with the wrong things. Now you are addict or attached with higher tasty things, and these are love, wisdom, enlightenment, peace, joyfulness, these type of higher consciousness. And that is the goal, and the way, the path where we need to lead on. And your guru basically help you to take and sustain on that path. Okay, so that is more important. Okay, let's go further. And what the Dr. David Hawkins is saying, he further say, at this time in human history, not a single guidepost can be relied upon other than the kinesiologic test of the actual calibration of the level of consciousness of the teacher, organization, or teaching. The naive are impressed by outward pity and claims of supernatural powers, paranormal feats, and fanciful titles and special spiritual garments. Serious spiritual students are encouraged to verify each teacher or teaching according to the calibrated list. Okay, and that list uh, is called the characteristics of integrous teachers and teaching in chapter 8 on page. So there are 40 characteristics of a guru, um, where you need to read it. So in the same book, you need to go on page 246, and there are 40 characteristics that David Hawkins has listed, and uh, you need to see it. These 40 characteristics and feature are there um, in that guru, in that leader, in that spiritual person which you want to attach. So this is a beautiful litmus test list of 40 things, and then you will understand. Okay, don't impress by only fancy titles, and some uh, tricky or so-called miraculous behavior and attitude of people on television, on social media, or even in our real life. Okay, uh, you must have your own criteria based on uh, skillful, research-oriented selection you can do about your teachers. Okay, but I agree with you also that if you are enough lucky, you may connect with the great teacher automatically. But that's percentage or proportionality is very less. Okay. Um, but believe always that uh, you will be connect with nice and truthful leader, truthful spiritual guru. Um, and these 40 criteria of of being a great teacher, you must know also. Okay. Um, and probably that 40 characteristics of integrous teacher and teaching, probably we can learn in next Sunday as well. So at least we have some ability that if we want to know who are the great teachers and who are not, at least we should have awareness, we should have a knowledge of this, so that nobody can trap us, nobody can can misguide us, or always remember, I'm not saying that the problem is out there. No, problem is not out there. Problem is not out there. Problem is within you. You choose that person. You did choose that person in the first time. If you were spiritually aware enough, if you were on a higher level of consciousness, you would not victim of that. Okay. Then, so that's why this is the blessing for you. If you are in this class, that uh, that you can have ability to connect with nice, great, and humble and truly truth seekers guru, uh, and that's it. So I'm available for question. If you have any question and thought, please you can leave your text message, or you can email me as well. I will try to answer you there. Um, I will share this live stream on my blog website, which is marathibalishaad.com, or on my YouTube channel or my Facebook page um, as well. So uh, I hope you find this principle number 14, avoid false gurus, worth for you. So do you have any question? Or if you can share what type of guru you like? Um, do you have ability to identify those people? So you can tell me, you can share here. I'm here. Or if you were connected with wrong and false guru or occult people who were self or narcissist type of attitude, you can also share with me. I'm happy to learn from you. Uh, you can put a comment. I can read it for you if you want. Okay. So if you're watching me on the YouTube channel, so you can subscribe it. I'm trying to build a community of good people. Um, so of the same people who love spirituality, who loves developmental psychology, who loves philosophy, who love to find the truth, who love to increase or be on a high state of consciousness. So, uh, thank you very much for joining this class. I will see you next Sunday with the 40 characteristics of a guru, of a teacher, which you should consider before connect with them, so that you can live your journey to know and live by truth more smoothly, more in peacefully. I'm your host, facilitator, and the coach Marathi, and I will see you next Sunday, same time. And you can invite your friend and family to join this class. And thank you so much. And again, happy and Merry Christmas again, and a lot of happiness. And I wish you all the best. Spend great holidays. More importantly, if you can make a plan for your next year in these holidays, you can enjoy also, but some contemplation as well. So especially remember, you need to uh, mean in this world, in this life, in this planet Earth, for a greater cause, for a bigger cause. And you need to find your own cause, okay? You need to find your own purpose of life. That is the only ultimate vision you could have and live by them. Thank you so much, and see you next Sunday. Bye bye.